Hi guys, my name is Kim Clapton. I am a diamond director out of Northern Indiana, and I am so excited to be here today to show you the power of some of our back-end reports we have in our back office, specifically around subscriptions, how you can use these reports. First of all, find the reports and then use them to help in your customer service with your customers that have subscriptions. So with that, I have our amazing account manager, Jeff, here that is going to actually walk us through where these reports can be found in back office. So take it away, Jeff.
Hey, thanks, Kim. And I'm looking forward to being with you guys today as well. And I'm excited to share this with you guys. Uh, for some of you, this might be something you use every day. For some of you, this might be entirely new. So with that being said, I want this to be as helpful as possible, and this could be an amazing tool for your business. And a lot of this you're going to have to do on your back office on a computer. That's how I'm going to be showing it today. Again, you might watch this because, oh wow, this is so simple, and you'll kind of laugh and be like, man, I've had this the whole time. And again, I want this to be a huge benefit to the team, and hope that we can make this really useful. So, like Kim said, we're going to help you find the subscription report on the back end. So this is just in the basic training mode. Now, many of you have seen changes to the back office since the recent compensation plan changes, um, which is exciting and makes things a lot simpler in ways. But some of the old practices we have to just add a few steps in to help get to those same locations. As you can see, we're just here on the basic training screen. So you would normally see your name here in the far left-hand corner, and this is what your normal dashboard would look like. If you go and select the Sales Organization tab, which is the second on the left-hand side, you will see 5 sections, which is selling, referring, building, and leading. What's really cool about each section is that's going to actually show you how you get, volume for each of the columns to help get your payouts. But where we're going to today is in the More section. So when you hit More, you're going to see multiple different options. The GPS report, which is a phenomenal tracker to see how you've compared from month over month or even year over year in certain statistical categories. The group section, which many of you will recognize, which is the former view in the back office before we made the change. The team section, retail customers, expanded team view, personal sponsor, original, personally sponsored, or brand affiliate team. When time permits in the future, I'd love to go over each section, but for today, we're going to just go into the group. What this section is, it is everybody that is in your circle group. So once you hit that, it is now going to bring you to a page that will look a little bit more familiar. You'll be like, oh, I recognize this page. This is something I've seen before, whether it was on your computer or on your phone. And what's really cool is that you have now the ability to look through all of your sections to see what is the best spot for you. But I like to look at every level in my circle group. Now, depending on the kind of report you want to make, let's say you want to only look at your level one, you would just leave the number one there. But in this particular sense, I am wanting to see everybody in my circle group. So what I will do is I will select the level button and I will go all the way down to all. Now, once I've done that, I am now looking at all of my level ones, but now I need to change the view. What's so cool about this view button, guys, is that there are tons of cool reports and options you can see with this view button. And people kind of forget that we have this accessibility. And today, I'm going to show you how you would find a subscription report in here. But maybe again down the road, you can use this to find growth margins for all of your customers and affiliates. You can use this to see new affiliates in your group. So many cool themes with this. And again, it seems super straightforward. And you're like, oh my goodness, why have I not known this, Jeff? Well, it's because you haven't had a chance to hear from me talk about it. But now I'm here. I'm here to tell you this is where the magic happens. Now, in this view section, you have clear view, basic, volume types, downline report, and other report. I'm going to go into the basics section. And as you can see, the second option down says subscription. You're probably wondering, Jeff, what's in the subscription report? It's everything to do with subscription. This is what it looks like. Once I hit that button, as you can see here, I have my month of December selected. I have all levels. And now I'm in a subscription report. And this is what it brings up for me. It is beautiful. It is amazing because not only does it show me everybody that has a subscription, but it shows me tons of other details, which is so awesome. So this is just a very brief and quick overview of how we've got to this spot. Now, me and Kim are gonna team up again here, but I'm gonna have Kim kind of manage it more, and we're gonna do an actual live run through of another made up run report of how Kim, who is, by the way, phenomenal with her subscriptions and her plan, and how she attacks this strategy on a day in, day out basis. So, Kim, I'll get this ready for you while you continue sharing.
Okay, yes. So if you're any sort of a report nerd like I am, this report makes me giddy. I literally thought this report was gone. I was like recreating it myself. And then Jeff was like, we have that report. I'm like, what? So like Jeff said, there are a ton of reports in here. As you have time, as time permits, go and start clicking on them and see what you find. I actually started to do that yesterday and was like, nope, pull it back right now, focus. But there's a lot of data in here that will help you run your business. So with the subscription report, you have it on the actual report now, right? The interactive report. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So what I love so much about this report, I'm going to kindly go through the columns with you, is it gives you what level they're on, the name, the subscription number, the status of their order. So you can quickly see if it's been shipped, if it's in process. I know this is kind of just training mode, so they're all showing shipped, but there are actually several different statuses that will show in here. It will show in process. I think it shows blank if it hasn't been shipped yet. It even tells you the ship to name. So maybe Wayne actually has his shipment going to, I don't know, his cousin or, something. So it showed that you that ship to name, what day it ships on. So what day of the month it ships on. This would be a calendar day. The frequency. So now our customers have the option to pick if they want it shipped every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. So for this training mode, you're going to see they're all showed monthly. But if you actually go to your report, you'll see the tri-monthly and the bi-monthly options. That's super important. I'll get to that in a second. It's also going to show you the last day this was shipped and the next day that it's going to be shipped. Again, super important. And then it gives you the sales volume, that personal sales volume on that specific subscription order. So that, again, this is important too, as you start to know different volumes of different products, that I find this very useful. Also, yes, so you can see the details on here. Also, what I love is if you're all the way at the end of the after the next ship date, if you scroll over to the links, if they are a level 1, you'll be able to not only see the details, but also see what's in their order. So if they're a level 2 through whatever, you're not going to be able to see the details. That's just for like privacy information, but you'll at least be able to see the volume on the main page. But if they're a level 1, you'll actually be able to drill in and see what products they have on subscription. So again, I have a lot of subscriptions that I know, like retinol is either 45 or 42.50. I know how much collagen is, but if you don't know, you'll start to get to know those, but you can also drill in onto your level 1. So if you want to close this screen, couple of ways that I use this report, and I'll have them get back to it really quick. This is our interactive report. So when I say interactive, the headers are interactive as well as, drilling in. So one of the things I like to do is sort, see how he's just clicking on each header. At first, it just comes up in a default view. I don't even know what the default is. I think by alphabet. But as you click on the different headers, you can sort like alphabetically or numerically, oldest to newest, newest to oldest. Same thing, you know, with their frequency, you know, it would sort alphabetically. Last ship date would sort by the date itself, oldest to newest, newest to oldest, and next ship date. I love it. You can actually even sort on the volume. So if you're like, I want to group all the volumes together that have volume so far, you can do that. So what I personally love to use this report for is my customer follow-up. If I look at this report and let's say Wayne has an order that shows it's monthly, it's supposed to be shipped on the first day of the month. You know, let's say today is December, well, today is December 9th. And if I scroll over in the volume and I see that it shows 0 volume for PSV, but yet it tells me it was supposed to ship on the 1st. That's a red flag to me. I'm like, uh-oh, did they skip their order? Why is there 0 volume? So I'm going to follow up with my customer and be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, just wanted to follow up on your retinol order. I saw that it was supposed to ship on the 1st. Did you end up skipping that? Like, do you have too much product? So I'm looking at that to find out, you know, what can I do to help that customer? So I like to look at those frequencies and to look at the ship date. Okay. Another thing that I like to do, very important with retinol, is we know that our retinol bottles are lasting about 2 months, okay? So if I had someone that put the retinol on subscription for monthly, and it's gonna be, and I see a next ship date, let's say of December 18th, but I go into their history and I see that they've gotten it shipped in September, October, now November. Again, for me, as their account manager, let's say it's my customer, I'm helping them manage their account. I am like, oh my gosh, this person has 3 bottles of retinol. They've probably made it through 1.5. So what am I going to do to be proactive? I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to say, hey, I see you have an upcoming shipment of retinol coming up next week. I'm guessing you probably have a couple on hand right now. I have an idea. Why don't we replace that retinol this month with another product that is like a sister product of retinol, either the Essence Ultra or the uplifting cream to help enhance those retinol results. And then you can start alternating those subscriptions. So I'm going to be proactive because as a customer, what would I do if I had Christmas is coming up and I have 3 bottles or maybe 1.5 bottles of retinol? What am I going to do? I'm going to hurry up, log in and cancel my subscription or skip my subscription. I don't want my customer to do that. So I'm going to proactively jump in and tell them other ways that they can spend that allotted money that they already have in their budget by replacing it with another product. That's why I love like sorting by the next ship date, because you can look at upcoming ones. Again, if you can sort by that next ship date and see that they are in the past, like they're the beginning of the month, or if you sort, let's say you sort by the last ship date, today's December 9th. So you sort by last ship date and you look at ones that were supposed to be shipped before December 9th and have a 0 volume. That's a red flag because they should have volume, right? So you're going to go to those customers and you're going to ask them like, hey, did you push out your subscription? Do you have, you know, too much on hand? Are you not liking your product? What can I do to help you and maybe help you get some other products that will help you in your skincare routine or, you know, your health routine. So that's super key. You want to be looking at this report, I would say at minimum at least once a month. So what I have on my calendar is I actually have a report so that on my calendar, the 1st of the month, which to me is, for me, my like pullbacks, let's set goals, let's get the month ready. On the 1st of the month, every month, I look at this report and I start reaching out to my customers and getting a proactive plan for them. So now that I found this report again, I'm so excited because I hadn't done that in a couple months. So that's super key, you guys, with this report. I really want you to be diving in and using that report to your advantage. Some of you maybe have not a whole lot of subscriptions yet, but you will. But the more that you create that relationship with your customers, you're becoming their trusted advisor. Okay, that's important. We want them to know that we care about how they spend their money. Some of them are spending like a couple $100, $300 a month. So we want them in our portfolio. We want to keep them. Another key is if you can see how much their sales volume is each month, you'll be able to kind of coach them like, hey, have you gotten your rewards yet? Those quarterly or what is it, quarterly, right? Every 6 months rewards. Have you gotten those yet? Have you used them? I would love to share some other products with you that you can use. So with that, I know probably a whole ton of other things I can tell you, but the other thing that you can do quickly with that report is you can actually export it to Excel or PDF. So if you're not on your computer, if you're at work, but you want to use that report during your lunch, go ahead, run it, have it in your hands, print it out, have it in your hands so that you can use some time over your lunch hour, morning, night, whatever it is, that maybe you don't have access to the website. So with that, thank you, Jeff, so much for coming on here and telling me about the report because it was so eye-opening to me next week. And we will definitely be sharing some more reports with you in the future and how you can use them with your customers. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.